I'm willing to stand in front of a president, in front of anybody that works for BP, and anybody that's associated with labor finders.
Well, Eddie, help us out a little bit. You were a first responder. You were one of the...
Yes, I was. I was on Team 19 that worked for Northeast Tanks.
And what was Team 19's responsibility? Where did you guys
Team 19's responsibility was to be a rapid response team.
So when this stuff came on shore, you were the first people there?
First one there, yeah.
And that's for sure. That object I showed you is for
yes,
sure.
Yes, that is a tar ball. I didn't have to look at it twice. That is a tar ball. I guarantee you.
It was like the size of a manhole cover.
I guarantee you, if you go out here on Pensacola Beach, you can dig 4 to 6 inches under the sand and find all tar balls you want, especially to the west of Margaritaville.
So I drove past some of those places last night, and I have somebody that's going to guide me along over there later today. But back to the first response side of things. How much of this area had oil? Because I've been around in the bay and I haven't really seen any evidence of it.
I'll tell you how much area had oil. All the south side of Pensacola Beach, Navarre Beach, the north side of Fort Pickens, and the south side of Fort Pickens definitely had oil. They had oil booms right out here.
There was boom here, and that boom's been pulled up?
And now the boom's been pulled up. But if you come out here at nighttime, you can still see a skim of oil sheen, as they call it.
I've seen this stuff that looks like funny-looking snot in the water. The waves will come in, and the snot ball kind of just hangs there. It ain't like foam. And I don't know what I'm seeing, but it sounds to me like, I mean, were you?
Well, I would think that would be a dispersant. What? It hangs there like snot.
It looks like a ball of snot, and it won't go away. It looks like spit in the water. The wave will come under it, and
that's a good chance that that's dispersant. I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything one way or the other about that.
But
I will say that there is oil buried on Pensacola Beach. I shook Charlie Chris's hand, the governor of Florida, and I was from Louisiana, had a Louisiana ID. Now, I'm not allowed to work here no more. I stood up the United States Army for this whole country. I want to know why I can't work in the state of Florida. Especially when the state of Florida changes my time 3 times in a row.
Well, Eddie, it sounds like you've been through the mill down here. Are there other people? Are there other people that came from other places?
There's a ton of other people, and there are some people. I've even got contact names and numbers that will verify my stories, and also tell you that we were told not to talk to the press. We were told not to talk to the public.
Fortunately, I'm not the public and I'm not the press. I'm just a guy.
Well, you can be a guy, man. I just need to be heard, because sooner or later, somebody's gonna pay me for my trouble.
It seems to me like this stuff's gonna keep turning up here for some time.
Well, you don't. Hey, I don't put 75% of the grease in a skillet to cook 1 egg, or 100% grease, an inch of grease, and lose 3/4 of it for frying the egg. And they didn't lose 3/4 of the oil out here for putting it in the water.
Yeah, it's turning up all over. People tell me that the currents are special here. Because you got these dune lands out south of here.
I don't know about the currents and everything down here, but I do know that the oil rig currents, they flow anywhere off the coast of Louisiana, out where all the oil rigs are.
Oh yeah, like Venice, Cameron. Yeah. I've been down the whole heel of the boot. Right. Like Highway 82, right by the coast.
Everything that falls off a boat or an oil rig turns up in Corpus Christi area, around down in there. Or, I can't think of the exact name of the town right now, but it's down in the Corpus Christi area right there.
It all collects up there.
It all collects up in one spot, because that's where the tides wash to. And it would make sense that the tides here would do the same thing. That's why you can go right over yonder and see all the trash that has been dropped off the boats on that beach right there.
Wow. Well, that kind of goes with my idea that because there's so much sand up on these beaches, them dunes are growing. So that ocean's pushing all that stuff that way. And
Absolutely.
that would make sense. You got all the garbage in the whole world. This is one of them corners where everything ends up.
Collects, yeah. That's right.
Well, I appreciate talking at you. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man.
I upload this stuff every day.
I appreciate it too, man. And I just want the people of our country to listen to something that the common individual who has to get out here and work every day says, because somebody that builds a house knows how to build a house. You can talk about it all day long. Unless you've done it, you can't build it.
Well, thanks for being there when it counted. I wish they had you working. You take care.
I wish I could get my unemployment.
Well, when I drove past that place, there wasn't nobody working. So, I mean, obviously there's workers ready to work.
Yeah,
I don't know what the deal is.
I'm ready to work. I never was not ready.
Well, maybe we'll find that out. Maybe we'll be able to find out why you guys aren't working. That's my hope.
Thank you very much.